Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say.
The scandal surrounding Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, has captivated the public's attention, intertwining accusations of fraud, critiques of celebrity culture, and concerns about the healthcare system's integrity. What began as headlines about a legal dispute has ballooned into a multifaceted controversy involving fraud allegations, media hypocrisy, and ethical breaches that strike at the heart of trust in medical care. Dr. Hostin, a prominent orthopedic surgeon, is now a central figure in one of the largest RICO cases in New York's history, accused of insurance fraud, kickbacks, and connections to an expansive network of corruption involving nearly 180 co-defendants. The accusations leveled against Dr. Hostin are serious and far-reaching. Prosecutors allege that he participated in fraudulent activities, including performing unnecessary surgeries and submitting inflated insurance claims for procedures that may not have been medically necessary. These allegations have shaken not only the medical community but also the broader public, igniting debates about the ethical obligations of healthcare providers. For patients who trusted that their treatments were in their best interest, the idea of being used as pawns in a financial scheme is nothing short of devastating. This isn't an isolated case involving one rogue doctor. The lawsuit, spearheaded by the American Transit Insurance Company (ATIC), paints a picture of systemic corruption within the healthcare industry. It accuses a network of medical professionals, hospitals, and practices of exploiting vulnerabilities in the insurance system for financial gain. According to ATIC, fraudulent claims for unnecessary surgeries and procedures have cost the company millions. The ripple effects of such alleged misconduct go beyond financial losses, damaging the trust patients place in the medical system and exposing the vulnerabilities of an industry already under scrutiny. Dr. Hostin's legal team has strongly denied the allegations, describing the lawsuit as an attempt by ATIC to distract from its own financial troubles. His attorney has characterized the insurance company as struggling with internal mismanagement and on the brink of collapse. By framing the lawsuit as a desperate move to recover lost funds, Dr. Hostin's defense shifts the spotlight back onto ATIC. This counternarrative raises questions about whether the insurance company is pursuing justice or simply attempting to salvage its reputation and finances. As with many high-profile cases, the truth may lie somewhere between these competing claims. Meanwhile, Sunny Hostin, known for her vocal and opinionated presence on The View, has notably refrained from addressing the controversy. Her silence is uncharacteristic, given her history of confronting issues head-on, and has fueled speculation about her stance on the matter. Some observers wonder if she is quietly supporting her husband behind the scenes, while others question whether she is distancing herself to protect her own public image. The lack of clarity has only deepened public intrigue, with many questioning what conversations are unfolding behind closed doors. Adding to the spectacle is Joe Rogan, who weighed in on the scandal during an episode of his podcast. Rogan, never one to shy away from controversy, called out Sunny Hostin and her co-host for their alleged hypocrisy. He accused The View of frequently engaging in harsh critiques of others while ignoring Sunny's connection to the scandal. Rogan didn't hold back, even describing the hosts of The View as among the dumbest people on television. While his remarks were harsh, they resonated with his audience, many of whom were quick to amplify the criticism online. The podcast segment has added another layer of media drama to an already sensational case. At the center of this legal storm are accusations that Dr. Hostin performed unnecessary surgeries on rideshare drivers, including those working for Uber, Lyft, and taxi services. The allegations suggest that these individuals, who trusted the healthcare system to aid their recovery, may have been subjected to invasive procedures solely to pad insurance claims. If proven true, this represents a profound ethical breach, one that undermines the foundational principle of prioritizing patient welfare. The lawsuit also highlights systemic flaws in both the healthcare and insurance industries. While much of the focus has been on Dr. Hostin and the other defendants, ATIC's practices are also under scrutiny. Insurance companies, often criticized for underpaying claims and exploiting policyholders, are not immune to controversy. The intersection of these two flawed systems has created a perfect storm, one that exposes vulnerabilities and raises questions about accountability on all sides. The sheer scale of this case is staggering. With nearly 200 defendants and accusations of widespread fraud, The lawsuit has drawn comparisons to infamous organized crime cases. However, instead of traditional criminal enterprises, this network is accused of defrauding insurance companies through medical malpractice. The allegations read like a crime thriller, but the impact is real, affecting patients, healthcare providers, and insurance companies alike. Should these accusations be proven, the case could lead to sweeping changes in how medical fraud is identified and prosecuted. This case forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the systems we rely on. Trust is the bedrock of the healthcare system, and when that trust is violated, the consequences reverberate far beyond the courtroom. Patients should never have to question whether their treatment is motivated by their health needs or by someone's financial interests. At the same time, the lawsuit raises valid concerns about the insurance industry's role in perpetuating these problems. If a tick's financial struggles are as dire as claimed, their motivations for pursuing the case warrant examination. Public opinion remains deeply divided. While some argue that Dr. Hostin deserves the presumption of innocence, others believe the allegations are too significant to ignore. For many, this case is a microcosm of larger issues plaguing the healthcare system, exposing the need for greater transparency, accountability, and reform. Regardless of the outcome, the case is a reminder of the ethical responsibilities inherent in the medical profession and the profound consequences of failing to uphold them. As the legal battle continues, both sides are preparing for a protracted fight. Dr. Hostin's defense team is expected to focus on discrediting a tick's claims, while the insurance company aims to prove the existence of a fraudulent network. The stakes couldn't be higher, not just for the individuals directly involved but for the broader healthcare and insurance systems. If these allegations are substantiated, they represent a betrayal of the trust patients place in their doctors and the institutions meant to protect them. This unfolding drama is as much about the state of healthcare and insurance as it is about the individuals at its center. It raises pressing questions about trust, ethics, and the systems we rely on to safeguard public health. Whether Dr. Hostin is ultimately exonerated or found guilty, the case has already sparked critical conversations about reform and accountability. The implications of this case will likely resonate long after the final verdict is reached, prompting a reevaluation of how medical fraud is detected and prevented.